Hello, this is LordUg and welcome to League of Legends, where I kind of been showing off the champions that I like to play or have played in the past, and this is one I actually still do play. This is Fiddlesticks, and yeah, still a favourite of mine. Very powerful, very strong. Saw him by just looking through the champions, and when you see a skeleton with glowing eyes and a big scythe, you tend to take notice. So yeah, I picked him from there. Now, Fiddlesticks is an AP build, another ability power build, so yeah, as usual, once we get in the game, let's just get in here, we're going to go straight in and we're going to go to ability, and we're going to pick Duran's Ring as usual, give us a bit of early ability power, and move on. So let's go to our skills. Our first skill is called Dark Wind. And what Dark Wind basically does is it lets out a crow that hits multiple times. So it'll, if say there's two enemies together, it could hit up to 5 times. So it could hit one enemy 3, one enemy 2. Or it just might hit both enemies once each. It varies. And it does damage each time and also silences the person. They go up as the level goes up. Okay, let's look at some lore and stats. So here's the stats, usual thing. I'm going to pause. You're going to have to pause it if you want to see it. So just pause it, read that lot, then that lot. And there's a bit more there at bottom. There we go. And that. And a few tips for him. Okay. Now let's have a look at some animations. So let's just zoom in here. Now let's start with a joke.
I haven't got a brain, and soon neither will you.
Good taunt.
I think I'll let you suffer for a
His
while.
laugh. And finally, my favourite is a demonic scarecrow, but he's got a happy little dance. I love that dance, I do, honestly. Okay, so these are two other skills he's got. He's got this one called Terrify. What it does, it fears an opponent for a set amount of time. That goes up as the level goes up. And then you've got this one that it drains them with damage. It drains them of their life and gives it to you, basically. But not all of it. Right now, I get 60% of the damage done, but as time goes on it'll do more damage and I'll get a higher percentage of it, so it'll go, so the damage part goes up and the percent I get as health also goes up. So they're two really good skills to have. You'll see Dark Wind here when I throw it, it'll bounce round things and hit them, and you can tell which ones it's hitting because it puts a little white bubble over the head with a red circle and a line going through it. That means silenced. So when you see that come over the head, you know that that's been caused by me. Okay, so that's all the introductions done. That's some of the spells done. I'll tell you about the final skill, his ultimate, when we finally unlock it at level 6. But yeah, we'll go. If I do buy any more items, of course, I will show you that, because this is what this is about mostly. It's about showing you the skills and the items more than anything, and the kills kind of come later. But yeah, as usual, I'm voiceovering this one. I'm using voiceover, sorry, so I can tell you, you're going to like this one. If you like kills, you're going to like this one. There are a few in this one. Okay, so let's get to the first point of interest. Okay, so here we are, 6 minutes in, and well, just over 6 minutes in. I'm nipping back to base because I've got some points, and I'm going to go and buy the Boots of Speed, because as usual we're going for the end for the Sorcerer's Shoes, which gives us magic penetration. I'm going to say the normal joke, I think penetration is magic. God. Anyway, point is, that's what we're going for, because that's a good one for AP build, because it has magic penetration, which suits us perfect. Okay, so a couple of things happen here. One, I get my ultimate, called Crowstorm, which you'll see pop up in a second. And two, I then actually use it to get a kill. So you will actually see what Crowstorm does. Here it is. See, teleport. He actually channels it, teleports, moves forward, and so I stood no chance. Just heading back to base to buy my Sorcerer's Shoes. So quickly, I'll just tell you what Crowstorm is. Crowstorm is basically a group of crows, or a murder as they're actually called, when you get a flock of crows. And they kind of swirl around you in a circle and do like a damage over time effect. They constantly hit it. It hits for about 5 seconds or something like that. So many seconds it runs. But what it does is it teleports you. You channel it, and then you teleport to where you want to be. And so you can land. You can actually move quite a distance from one end of the screen to another and land straight in the middle of a load of enemies, and start hitting. So they'll just stand there, just run round in a circle, and it hits anything in that circle that's an enemy. It'll kill all minions and everything else in there as well. So that's what it does, and it does quite massive damage. And as its level goes up, it gets devastating. It actually is one of the strongest ultimates in the game. So you'll see later what it does. So here I'm trying to fool Ash and Sona by hiding in the grass, but they see me and chase me away. But I think, so what? They lose interest, they just move up a bit, get close enough, hit Crowstorm, land in between them. Ash can't get away, she dies. I think I've got Sona, but then Annie gets the kill for her. So yeah, I got one there. But still, it's another kill and they all count. So another one to Crowstorm. So I'm going to head back to base now because the next item I'm getting is Ryla's Crystal Scepter. I've got a good bit of gold, and for that gold I can buy 2 of the components to Ryla's Crystal Scepter, so I can buy the Blasting Wand and the Giant's Belt. And one gives 40 AP, which will of course put my attack up, and the Giant's Belt gives 380 health. So, you know, already I'm starting to build up. Ryla's Crystal Scepter just kind of bring all that together, of course. Although you will get a bit more increase in AP and health and everything. So it's all good. Right, let's move on. Okay, I just want to quickly explain something before you see this next part. And that is Dark Wind. Dark Wind is a very unpredictable skill. You can't choose who it hits or how it bounces. So it's a lot of it's just luck. So here we have Trundle, Ash and Sona all in top lane. I just see them all and decide to hit my Crowstorm, and I'm straight in between them. Trundle and Ash are running, they just get away. I get Sona in there, just taking her down. She starts to get away. I throw a Dark Wind out, it hits Sona, kills her, bounces along, bounces off a couple of minions, and then hits Ash and kills her. You see, it's a lot on it's just luck with Dark Wind. Because it bounces up to 5 times, as I said. It can bounce twice, it can bounce 5 times, it can bounce 3. It just depends, and it can hit only champions, only minions and champions. It's just luck at draw. As it turns out there, when I threw that Dark Wind, it hit Sona, bounced down a couple of minions, and then bounced onto Ash, who was also mostly dead from the Crowstorm, and killed her too. So yeah, that was a lucky double, you could say. I knew I was going to get Sona because she was, you know, she was just about dead anyway, and I knew that Dark Wind would kill her, but I couldn't be sure about Ash. So yeah, that Ash kill was lucky, but I'll accept it.
Yes.
Okay, so here I am heading back, and I'm just about to pick up Ryla's Crystal Scepter, which will get rid of the Blasting Wand and the Giant's Belt. And now we can head straight back out, and to more destruction. The next item I'm going to get is Leandra's Torment. Now, a good component to get with Leandra's Torment is this Haunting Guise. It's this one here, you see. The Haunting Guise will give you some, it'll give you like 25 ability power and things like that, and it gets a bit of magic penetration and that kind of thing. So, it is actually a very good component to have of Leandra's Torment, and it will bring her price down quite hugely. So yeah, I would say honestly, unless you've got the gold easy enough or you're making gold pretty quick, just buy the Haunting Guys first. Right, so I'm in top lane with Sona and Swain. Swain's down to about half health, just below. Sona's up to just about full, so I channel Crowstorm. If you watch Sona's energy though, well, Swain dies, but look at Sona. Boom. See what I mean? And that, she was, I mean, you've got to remember, I am nowhere near full power yet, and she had like 3/4 of her health all there, and I just took Swain down, of course, because he was just below half anyway, but it completely took all her 3/4 of her health. So that is the amount of damage that it can do, and it enables me to then go teleport back and get the Haunting Guise. So all that's done is made me even stronger. So of course, if I'm stronger, my Crowstorm's stronger. Okay, so here we are top lane with Sona and Ryze. I see that they're both damaged, but they've both got 3/4 of the HP left, at least, of the health left. So, but my Crowstorm has recharged, so I channel it, teleport amongst them, and Sona doesn't survive. Ryze manages to stun me and get away, so I run after him, terrify, and then hit Drain, and I drain the rest of his life away from him, and I say thank you very much with a nice double kill. Time to teleport back to base. I have enough gold now for to get Leandra's Torment, so I'll pick that up, and then I'm going to go for an item that I say is always excellent for AP builds, for ability power builds. The ability power builds, they should all have them, and it's Rabadon's Death Cap. We like this one because it has 120 ability power and gives you 30% extra ability power, so it's just one massive chunk of basically slapness that you can deliver onto your enemies. So as usual, we can go needlessly large rod and blasting one to bring the price down, which we will be doing. But yeah, I think just about every AP build, I mean, I've had it on Teemo, I've had it on Nunu, and I've got it on this one. You know, you want Rabadon's Death Cap. So yeah, let's go on to the next incident. So this is me in middle lane with Annie, and we destroy a turret. Then we see Ashe come out of a side lane. We go for attack straight away. I Dark Wind, and we both attack her. And Annie manages to get a quick stun. I get up beside her, hit Terrify, and then Drain. And yet again, just like on Rise on the other one, same result. When you hit that Terrify, it just stuns them for a second. They don't know where to go. They just kind of walk around on spot. And yeah, that Drain then does a lot of damage. So let me pick the kill up. Okay, so this is with Swain and Rise, middle lane. If you look at Rise's energy, he's nearly got full, probably about 85%. I run past him, and he loses interest for a minute and shoots someone else. I just hit Drain. Now watch his energy. Down, down, down. He tries to run away, realising his trouble, and I drained just about 85% of his health. So I start to run back down and see Swain's having a fight. So I nip forward, my drain's recharged, so I just hit him with it too. And just drain all the life away. But you see, that is how powerful it is. Not only have you got this Crow Storm that does massive damage, but he's also got this Drain that can just... Well, you saw it there. Even here, look. I mean, Sona comes out. I don't get the kill here. But Sona comes out, and you move in, I hit Drain again straight away. And, you know, it does that much. It does that much damage. It's that scary. So you've got this massive Crow Storm that does massive damage over time. And then you've got this... You know, Drain that can drain 85% of your health, like you just saw there, and not even at full level, and you know, cause a lot of damage. So I'm in middle lane. I decide to drop off to bottom lane because I can see some champions in there. So I start to run down the river, whatever you call this, and I see Rise start to come up towards me. So I turn back to try and get in some of the long grass to jump him, and then I see Wukong coming down towards me. So I follow Wukong back and then swing wide. And then I see this Swain and Rise together, and they both attack Wukong. So I just move in with Crow Storm, follow them both, Rise dead, Swain dead, and I have a nice, easy double. Okay, so middle lane again. I've just been and killed the Ancient Golem to get his blessing. And now I'm killing some minions, and I see Ashe come down. She's only got half health, so I Terrify and Drain. There's no way she's going to get away. Swain comes and I pull him down towards me by moving away, move back in again and start to chase. I hit him with Dark Wind in a second, but it don't kill him. It don't bounce off enough things to kill him. But he stops for a second and turns back. That gives me a chance to drain, and I do get a bit of a tap from the turret, but I can take it, and I pick up 2 more kills.
I feel your fear.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I feel your fear.
Just heading back to base. I had bought the Blasting Wand and a needlessly large rod, but now I can go and afford Rabadon's Death Cap. Just look at my AP here, the jump I get when I actually buy it. If you look, I jump really high up because that's the kind of hit that you get with Rabadon's Death Cap. That's why it's such a good one to have. Okay, now I'm going to go for the Abyssal Scepter, which I quite like. It's another hit of ability power, but it gives more as you can see. And I don't think everybody uses it. I don't think I've used it in every one of them, but it is a handy one to have. I quite like it myself. I mean, the magic resist it gives. The Abyssal Scepter is nice, and it actually gives some besides to the other champions. Now that'll take up the final slot, but there is one more item you can pick up. It's called Zonya's Hourglass. It gives another massive 120 hit of ability power. So you get that, and you get some armor besides. Now what you could always do is sell your Doran's Ring. If you sell your Doran's Ring, that'll give you the slot needed. Also, you see, there's an invulnerability point where you can activate it. This acts like, this isn't a passive, it's an active. So you actually press the number button that this is in, and it'll activate it, and for a short bit of time you're invulnerable and can't be hurt. So it's a good one to have because it gives massive ability but also gives you some armor too. So yeah, if you want that, just put that in where the Doran's Ring is. If I actually manage to get the full amount of money, then I'll buy it straight out and show it you how it finally looks. If not, then I'll just finish it. Okay, so coming to the top lane behind Trundle. Almost feel sorry for him because I know he's not going to get by me without taking a massive amount of damage. So I move down and I see him. He runs straight at me, Terrify and Drain. But he manages to get away because he's got a speed boost he can use, and he uses it. So he takes off, and I hit Flash to stay after him. Keep running. Rise comes. I just ignore Rise and just keep running past him. Don't really care, he ain't going to hurt me. I managed to get close enough to throw a Dark Wind, and I knew very well that we're going to do the job. And so that got the kill. And then I see Rise break off down into following the river, so I follow too. I know he's way ahead of me and he's probably going to reach the middle lane before I do, so I follow him. Now the thing I want to point out here is Rise has no damage and Terrify doesn't do any damage. So I want you to watch what Drain can really do. I Terrify him and then hit him with Drain. Now watch his health. Remember, he had no damage. So it just keeps draining, boom. I don't know if Nasus did any damage to him, I didn't see, but it does a massive amount of damage. I literally nearly just about drained everything from his life, and that was a full HP bar. Anyway, I see Lux here running down, and she stops to have a fight with Ash. So I just double back, turn, and there you go, hit the drain again. And that's another kill to me. As you can see, he's getting a bit unstoppable now. He's got this Crow Storm that does massive damage. He's got Drain that does massive damage. He's got a heal skill, which is in with Drain that does massive damage. So as you can imagine, there's absolutely nothing really that can stop him right now. I mean, I'm just here with the dragon. You know, my Drain, by the time I've fully used my Drain, it's just about ready to go again. And the dragon doesn't stand a chance. I can just walk away from the dragon every time with full health. Because it cannot damage me quick enough now that my Drain cannot put everything back in. Anyway, let's get back onto the next kill or item or whatever. Just teleported back, and now I'm going to pick up the Abyssal Scepter. As I said to you, I will buy Zonya's Hourglass if I just make the money up. I think I actually do, I can't remember. But as I'm doing voiceover here, I've only just played the game, I can't remember. So yeah, anyway, so just imagine if I don't do it, that Doran's Ring gets sold and you put Zonya's Hourglass in there. And that's your final build if you wish it. Or you can just stop there. You don't need Zonya's Hourglass. I'm destroying things like crazy now. But if you do want it, it'll add another 120 ability power and some armour, so it might be worth having. Okay, this will show you the massive power of Crowstorm. So I'm in the middle lane, I'm trying to get Trundle to follow me. And he does eventually, and brings Sona with him. Now what you want you to see is they've got full health. Then Swain comes down, and he's got full health. So I activate my Crowstorm, land in amongst them, just watch the health just drain away. 1, 2, 3. And I walk away with a triple. So there you saw it yourself. You know, I managed to pull them away, and they all had full health. Not a single health point missing. I managed, and I just hit the Crowstorm and drained all three and killed all three of them. Okay, so here we see Sona, Rise and Ash all fighting in the middle lane entrance to their base. I see that they've got low enough power, there's no turret there, so I activate Crowstorm and teleport in amongst them. I kill Sona and start to follow Ash, who also dies, but Rise runs wide. Lux does a beautiful shot here, takes out Rise, and all three end up dead, and I take a nice double from that. Okay, so this one's just a nice quick kill. I follow Wukong into a fight here, and Trundle runs off. I see Swain, and just keep hitting him, then I drain, and he drops dead. And I think this is my final kill. I think I settle for 24 after this. Trundle does follow me, but Yeah, I just leave him standing and leave him and move away. And here we are, just coming to the end. I never did get Zonya's Hourglass, but explain you can sell Doran's ring and buy that. And yeah, we just claimed the victory now. So that's it. 24-0-6 with the Fiddlesticks. Massive damage. A massively good champion to use, and one I would suggest to anyone, really. You game built up, there's nobody who can hurt him, and he's got one of the most powerful ultimates in the game, bar none. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.